Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a declutter. So I'm going to start going through my drawers back here and we're going to be decluttering my makeup. As you can see, I got the first drawer popped open. I'm going to take you guys over and show you like a little sneak peek of everything that's in there. And then I'm going to bring everything to the floor and then we'll go through it and clean out drawer by drawer. That way there we can start cleaning makeup out that I know that I'm not using, and then that way there I can pass it on or I can sell it on Poshmark. Anything that I have on Poshmark I will be putting up shortly. Hopefully it'll be up before I load this video up for you guys. But my goal is to declutter this year and not purchase so much. That's one of my goals, is to at least use what I have and not just let it sit and be abandoned, because it makes me feel bad, because I'm like, I purchased all these makeup items and I'm not using them, so what are they sitting in there for? So my goal is to clean everything out, declutter, and then we're going to start putting things on Poshmark, and I'm also going to be passing some things on to family and friends. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'm going to show you a sneak peek of what the first drawer looks like, and then we're going to bring everything to the floor, so hang tight. Okay, so this is the first drawer in my chest of dressers, whatever it's called. This is the first drawer. So I have my palettes like alphabetized. So everything that's in this drawer here is alphabetized. So we start down here with like Anastasia, and then we go down here, and then of course I've got some other random things in my drawer as well. I've got my scent things, I've got my phone cases, there's some random things in there. But then we move down and we end with Ciate and who is this? Who is this? I don't even know who this is, to be honest with you. Fiona Styles. So we've got Fiona Styles and Ciate. So we end with that. So I'm going to pull all of these out, and then we're going to go through them together and figure out which ones I want to keep and which ones I want to declutter from my collection. So hang tight. Okay, so I thought I'd move this over to the table instead of doing it on the floor, just because that way there I could do close-ups for you guys and it wouldn't look quite as messy. So the first one here is the Anastasia Sultry palette. So I really like the packaging to this. It's very sparkly. The sparkles do not rub off onto your skin. It does have a, let me look at how long, 18-month expiration on it. So I don't know if that concerns you or not, but I thought I'd let you know that part. The inside looks like this. It actually is a really pretty palette. I like the color story to it. It's a little boring looking to most people, but honestly, I love the formula of the Anastasia shadow. So this one here will be staying in my collection. The first one is staying. The next one is the Anastasia Soft Glam. So I have pulled these all out of the boxes very quickly because I know that that makes time go a little bit faster for you guys. This is the Soft Glam. I know everybody kept calling it the Soft Clam. I don't know why. It's kind of funny. The packaging on this one is more velvety. It feels really nice. It looks like this on the inside. Mine's a little messy because I have used this quite a bit. I love this color story. This color story is beautiful. It's those warm tones. This also has, I think, an 18-month expiration. Let me double check. Yes, 18-month expiration. I will be keeping this. I don't go by the expirations for eyeshadows. If you guys do, that's definitely something that you can keep in mind. So that one's staying. The next one is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance. I don't have the box for this one, but this one is definitely staying. This is one of my favorite ones from Anastasia. I think it's the most beautiful one she put out. It looks like this on the inside. It is so gorgeous. I need to pull this more because I don't use it as often as I should, because that color story is absolutely gorgeous. So I am keeping this for sure. The next one is the Anastasia. This is called the, what is this one called? Self-Made. So this is the Self-Made palette. I've had this one for a little while. The color story to this one is very different because of that mint shade in there. That mint shade makes it quite different in my opinion. I think it's beautiful though. So again, her formula is so good, so definitely keeping. The next one is this one right here. This is the Subculture. This one's filthy. This one here is the one that nobody liked. I don't know why, because I really like this palette. I think everybody had issues with it, and I don't know what the issue was. For me, I never really had an issue with it. I think it works beautifully. It is a little softer than some of the other palettes that you've gotten or that you could get in like any formula, but it's really good, so staying in my collection. So don't worry guys, I will be getting rid of some, but right now we're in Anastasia, and Anastasia is beautiful. So this one here is the Anastasia Prism palette. This one here is the Black Velvet, and it looks like this on the inside, quite messy, but again, it's because it's loved. To me, when a palette's messy like this, it means you're using it, you're abusing it, and that's okay because you're loving on the palette. The only color in here I find to be a little bit weird, that it's just like an odd pop of color, is Sphere. I think that's a strange color to put in here, but that's different and we'll definitely be keeping it. The next one is Oh, that is all of the Anastasia, I think. So now we can move on to, let's do the balm. So the first one from the balm is the Nude Beach. I don't use the balm as much as I should, so I think I might be getting rid of quite a few of the balm palettes just because I feel like I don't use these. And it's not because they're not good, it's just because I don't use them. So here is the Balm Beach. It looks like this. I don't even think I've ever even used this, so I am going to be getting rid of this out of my collection. So there's the first one gone. I need to find a place to stack these, the ones that I'm actually moving out of my collection, so hang on one second. All right, we did that. Oops. Sorry guys, that was super loud. This one here is the Balm in the Balm of Your Hands. Now, if there's any of them that I will be keeping, it will be these type of palettes, the ones that are like pretty much a compilation of everything. So this one here has a little bit of everything in here. It is beautiful. This has the Bahama Mama, Down Boy, Frat Boy, the Instain little blush in here. Plus it has a bunch of colors from other palettes. I think this one is absolutely gorgeous. I will be keeping this one. The next one is the Balm Nude Dude palette. This one I think is the first one I got from her. I'm not positive, but I think it is. So here's what the colors look like in here. I don't use this very often because honestly it's just boring to me. So passing that one along. That one will be gone. The next one is the Nude Tude palette. So the Nude Tude is the one that has the girls. I think the other one had boys, didn't it, I think? So I think that's what it had. Either way, this one here is another one that I don't ever find myself using. So it is another one that will be passing out of my collection. The next one is the Balm of Your Hand. This is the original one, the volume 1. I took this with us when we went to Mexico and it worked amazing. I didn't take any other palette with me. This is all I took and it worked absolutely spectacular. So I know I'll be keeping this because I know it can come in handy. It does have some lip products in here. The lip products are separated by a little cardboard piece here, which makes it helpful. So I will be keeping that one. The next one is the Bon Voyage. This one I will be keeping just because it's got good fond memories. I took this with us on our cruise, our first cruise we went on. So I love this palette because of the memories. It's not really the palette, it's the memories. That's weird to be keeping a palette for that, but hey, what do you do? I'm going to be keeping this one. This one does have a little bit of lip products at the bottom as well. So, but they're folded over so they're protected. The next one is Meet Matte Nude. So these are nice, but they're so big. The shadows are so big. I know I'll never get through these, as many palettes as I have. So I feel like I should pass this on to someone else who might use this more than I do. It is a really good palette, but I just don't find myself using it, so it's gone. The next one is this right here. This is the Meet Matrimony. So this one is another one similar to the last one I just showed you. This has a different color story to it. The color story to this one I find to be more pretty in my opinion. The pans are rather big. Again, I don't think that I'll ever use this up and I don't find myself reaching for it, so it will be leaving as well. The next one is the Bon Jovi. So this is the Rockstar palette. This one here has a little bit of everything in here. It's got some highlighters. It's got a blush. I think these are lip products. Yeah, we've got some lip products down here. And I think I'm going to keep this one just because I find that this one's really pretty. And I like when they're like a little bit of everything all in one palette because they're easy to travel with. So I'm going to keep that one. All right. Now we're moving on to this palette right here. We have the Ace Beauté palette. This came in Boxycharm. It's actually a really, really good palette. So I was quite surprised how much I enjoyed this palette. So I'm going to be keeping it because the color story is beautiful. The pigmentation is amazing. So I really do enjoy that palette. So it's staying. The next one is the Alamar palette. This one here also came in Boxycharm. This is another really, really good one. Hang on, let me see if I can figure out how to open it. I couldn't figure it out. I love the color stories of this as well. This one reminds me of summertime. I think it'd be a great summer palette, so keeping that one. The next one is this right here. This is a little Almay palette. So this is the Almay, what is it called? The Fabulista. I don't think I've used this maybe once. So yes, I think I used that one time. I'm going to be passing this along. So that one will be leaving my collection. Now we have some Ciate palettes. So this one right here is the Ciate. I have the packaging for it. This is the Fearless palette. I bought most of these when they had this whole collection first come out, and I really thought that I was going to enjoy them, but honestly, I never reached for them. So, oops, I don't think I even used this one. No, I can't see a print in this. So it's just a waste to be sitting in my collection. So I'm going to be getting rid of this out of my collection. The next one is this one right here. This is the Fun palette. This is another one I thought that I was going to be using quite a bit because the colors are really fun in here, like it says. So here's what it looks like on the inside. It's got some really pretty colors. It looks like it would be a great palette, but honestly, I just don't reach for it. Maybe if I had a smaller collection, I would reach for more of these more often, which I'm not complaining, like, because I have a big collection. I'm just saying there's no point in keeping things if you're not using them. So this one is leaving. The next one, we have some more Ciate. So we have this one right here. This is the Ciate Pretty palette. This one here, the packaging, I don't know, I really like this pink packaging. It's so pretty. Of course, since it says pretty though, that makes sense. So here's what it looks like on the inside. Again, it's never been touched. So I think I'm going to just take it out of my collection just because I think that somebody else might get more use out of it than I am. So these do kind of wink at you. I think that's kind of cute. I think Smashbox did the same thing like that. Then we have the Ciate Olivia Palermo. Now these are the ones that are really, really good. These are definitely amazing. So I think I'm going to be keeping these. Look at these colors. These colors are absolutely amazing. I am definitely keeping this one in my collection because this is one that I find that I do reach for. So that one will stay. Then we have this one right here. This is another Olivia Palermo one. And it's funny because my friend Olivia, got me started on these palettes, and she was so right when she told me how good they are because they are definitely really, really good. So I'm going to be keeping this one as well. The next one is the Chloe Morello. Is that what it's called? This is the Pretty Fun and Fearless palette. So it looks like this on the inside. It's actually really pretty, but I don't reach for it. So I'm not sure why I'm going to keep it if I don't reach for it, because I have palettes that are similar to this, like the Lorac ones, and I really do like the Lorac. This one here, I just don't find that I'm reaching for, so I'm going to be taking it out of my collection. The next one, we have some, what do we have here? We have a Becca. This is the Becca Afterglow. Let's see, what does it look like? It's very plain Jane, honestly. I think this is actually a blush palette, is it? I have no idea. Either way, I don't reach for it, so it's going to be leaving my collection. So, bye-bye. The next one is a Buxom. This is a Buxom palette. This is called the Look All You Want eyeshadow palette. I think that's what it's called. Hopefully my ring light isn't putting too much of a glare. I had to turn some sort of lighting on those so you guys could see the colors more better. So here's what it looks like on the inside. I think I've only swatched one color out of here, so obviously I'm not using it, so it needs to leave my collection. The next one is a Buxom one. This is the Neutral Instincts. So it looks like that on the outside, and then it's basically a neutral palette on the inside that has never been touched. So again, leaving my collection. The next one is another Ciate palette. This is the Pretty Fun and Fearless. Pretty much like the other ones that are like the Pretty Fun and Fearless ones. And this one has never been touched. I think there's one color in here. It looks like it might have gotten touched, like swatched or something, but other than that, that is it. It is going to be leaving my collection because I don't need it. I'm not using it, so it needs to go. Then we have another stack. This is the Crown Pro palette. This is the Glam Metals. This is actually a really pretty palette. Honestly, it works really well too. I was quite surprised how much I enjoyed this palette, so I'm going to be keeping this one. Then we have this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Glowing Pretty Skin palette. So basically this is a, I'm not sure why this is in my eye palette drawer. It needs to go in my blush drawer. That's basically what it is, but it will be staying because I really do like these colors. They're super pretty and they're not super pigmented. So when you put them on, you can kind of layer them up and you don't look like a clown. So keeping that one. Oh, running out of space. Then we have another Crown palette. This is the Crown, I think it's just a Crown palette. I don't see a name on it or anything. So here's what it looks like on the inside. The color story is very beautiful, but I have so many palettes that are similar to this, so this one will be leaving my collection. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, guys. Now we're going over to some Colourpop palettes. So we have this one right here. This is the Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette. I like Kathleen Lights. I don't know that I've ever used this palette enough to feel like I should keep it, so I don't know what I want to do with it, honestly. Should I pass it? I don't know, these colors look really pretty. I feel like I should give it a try, because this one here really is pretty. I think I'm going to keep that one. Then we have one of my favorite ones from Colourpop. This is the Cute AF palette, or I think it might be called something else. Yes Please palette. So here's what it looks like on the inside. This one here has been used and abused because the color story to me is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to be keeping this one. The next one is the Femme Rosa palette by Colourpop. This is the She palette. I never even used this. Don't know why. So it's going to be leaving my collection because if I've never used it and it's been in my collection for a little while, it needs to go. The next one is the Femme Rosa. Oh, that's the outside packaging, so I have the box for it too. Then we have the Colourpop. This is the I Think I Love You palette. So I have the outer packaging and the inner part. This is actually really pretty, so I think I want to keep this one because I think the colors look really pretty and that gold looks gorgeous. So I want to try this one out. That is beautiful. So that one is going to stay. The next one is the Colourpop Golden State of Mind palette. This one has some really pretty colors in it, so I think this one might stay as well. These are all shimmers, so they'll look beautiful on the lid. This would be a perfect lid palette, so I'm going to be keeping this one because it might be one just fun to pair with other palettes. That one's over here. Then this is the one I kind of destroyed. So this is the You Had Me at Hello, but underneath here you could tell that it was something about Kathleen Lights. It was a Kathleen Lights palette, but it is actually a really nice palette, so I'm going to be keeping it. I don't know why they never finished their collaboration, but it looks like it would have been a good collaboration, so that one will be staying in my collection. The next one, let's see. Oh, we have another balm palette. So here is a balm, the Smoke Balm. This is a foil palette. This one actually is really cute, and I think it would be fun to play with. I don't know that the whole thing is foiled. I think only these two shades are foils. I don't know what this one is. It says Luminous. I want to give it a shot though because it's a small cute little palette and I think I'm going to give it a shot. The next one, whoops, hopefully this is not too noisy for you guys. This is the Beauty Creations Cali set. So this one looks like that. The colors are actually really pretty, but I don't think that I need this because I have a lot of other palettes that are very, very similar. So I'm going to be passing that one along out of my collection. Then we have the Foiled Again palette. So this is the Balm. This is, I think, all foils. I don't know. This one here I've never played with, so I really want to try it out because it looks like it'd be a fun one to play with, and I like the packaging to it. The packaging is actually really cute, so I'm going to keep that one. Then we have some more balm. I didn't realize I had more under here. We have the Shady Lady palette by TheBalm. This one here looks like that. The colors are actually really pretty. The color story to this one I think is nice because it's a little bit more cool tone, and I don't have too many cool tone palettes, so I think I'm going to keep this one. Then we have the Meat Matchmaker. This one's cute. I've never used it, so it's going to be moving out of my collection just because, again, I don't think that I'm going to be using it if I haven't used it yet. Then we have the Balm Appetit palette. This one's really cute. This one here, if you lift this flap, then you can access the shadows completely. But with the flap on, it says Eat Your Heart Out. It's really cute, but honestly, I just don't use it, so I'm going to be taking it out of my collection. Then we have some Wet n Wild palettes. So we have this one here. This is the Downtown Browns. Wait a minute, is this Wet n Wild? This is Black Radiance. It looks like Wet n Wild. This has never been used. It's completely sealed. I'm going to be passing that along to somebody else who could use it. I purchased these because I wanted to do like a comparison, but honestly, I've never used them. I had them for a little while, so I'm just going to pass them along. This is the Island Blues. Again, passing that one along. Then we have this one right here. This is the Eye Appeal. I don't know what that one's called. This one looks like it may have been opened. Let's see if we can fix that brush. Nope, it wasn't open. Somehow the brush got moved though. There we go. I fixed the brush at least. This one here I'll be passing along as well. I can pass these along to friends or family because I think they might enjoy these. And then we have this one right here. This is the Deeper the Berry. Now this one's really pretty. This is Black Radiance, but this is one I think I want to keep actually because I really like the color story to this one. Let me open it. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to open. Oh my gosh, I can't get it open. Gee, Manish. Hopefully I can just take the glare off so you can see because I can't get it open. I'm struggling. Okay, so I'm going to keep that one. Then we have some Beauty Treats palettes. So I purchased a lot of these because everybody kept saying that they were comparable to the Visart palettes, but I have a lot of the Visart palettes, so there's no point in keeping all of these. I have this one right here, which is called Nudes and Smokies. So Nudes and Smokies I'm passing along. This one is Modern Matte, passing that one along. And then we have this one right here, which is the Modern Matte as well. Wait, that can't be right. It just says Modern Matte. I don't know. And then this one here is another nudes one, but that one's broken. It came to me like that. I told them it was broken and they never fixed it. So that was pretty awesome of them. So I'm going to pass all of those along as well. Then we have some more palettes right here. These are Butter London. So I have this cute little Butter London palette. This is the Butter London Natural Charm. This one here I remember taking with me on a trip and I really did like it. But honestly, the colors are very bland and I know I have colors like this in my other palette, so I'm going to be passing that along. I'll have to count all these up that I've passed along here soon. Then here's another Butter London. This is the Butter London Glitz and Glamour palette, so let's see what this one looks like. It looks super fancy. The colors in here are actually really pretty, but I don't know. I think I like this one actually because I like that it's got a blush. It's got eyeshadows. I think I'm going to keep this one. That one's going to stay. Then we have a Bare Minerals palette. This is the Bare Minerals. Hang on, let me move that one out of the way. This is the Bare Minerals, the Royals palette. And I think the reason why I keep this is because of that shade right here. It says Queen Tiffany Matte. So I'm going to keep this basically because of the shade. So hello, anytime I can find, oops, sorry guys, I didn't mean to shake you. Anytime I can find anything that has my name on it, I'm like, yes, I need that. So I'm going to keep that. And then we have some Fiona Styles palettes. So here's some Fiona Styles. So Fiona Styles was sold at Ulta, but they stopped being sold at Ulta. I don't know why. This one here is the Electrica palette. And it's never been used. It's completely brand new, so I'm going to be passing that one out of my collection. There's no point in keeping it if I'm not going to use it. Then we have the Artist Oceanus. So pretty much the packaging is really nice on her stuff. This is like metal feeling, so it's really nice. This is the Oceanus. Oh no, that one I really do like actually. So this one I might keep because I really like that color story. So I'm going to keep that one. I'll keep Oceanus. And then we have Canyon? Is it Canon or Canyon? I'm not sure what it said. This one's a basic nude palette, and I have so many nude palettes that I don't think that I need this one, so I'm going to be decluttering this out of my collection just because I feel like somebody else might get better use out of it than I do. That one is going to leave. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty, guys. Promise. Then we have a Fiona Styles. This is her Artist eyeshadow palette. Now this one's really nice. There's a lot of purple tones in here, so if you're a purple tone lover, you would love this palette. So I'm going to be keeping this one just because I know that I love this palette. It works really, really well for me, so this one's staying. Make sure I don't put it in the wrong pile. That would be my luck. Then we have a Dominique Cosmetics. This is the Latte palette. This is absolutely gorgeous. I want to purchase more from Dominique Cosmetics because they are so, so good. Look at these colors. They're absolutely amazing. I know she has a new one out now at Sephora. I want to get that one as well. So this one is staying in my collection. And then we have some little odd and ends over here that were hiding in that drawer. So the first one is a Bang Beauty palette. So this is just a little tiny one. Super tiny. I think I have to like pry it open like this. This is perfect for somebody who's just on the go, but honestly I'm never going to use it for on the go because I have other palettes that I would just take with me, so I'm going to take that one out of my collection. Then we have an e.l.f. palette. This is the e.l.f. what is this called? Smoke to Paradise or something like that. I don't know what it says. Here's what it looks like. It's actually really pretty, but honestly I have other palettes that have all these colors in it and I won't travel with something this small, so I'm going to take that out of my collection as well. Then we have this one right here from e.l.f. This is another little, this one here, remember Sam Riley. She talked about this and I had to have it. This one is actually really good. I'm going to be keeping this one in my collection. This one has lip products on the top. Or maybe that's not the top. Did I miss a layer? Because it's layered up. Okay, so eye products, lip products, and then cheek products. It's so tiny and so compact, but it's got so much stuff in it. It's got so much, it's like a Big Bang for its buck. So keeping that one. This is the Duce. I have no idea how you pronounce this palette. So here's what it looks like on the inside. You get a lot of this brand in subscription companies, and it's okay. It's not that great, so I'm going to pass that along. And then we have, whoa, we have an Estee Lauder palette. This is called the Pure Color Envy. And the Pure Color Envy is basically some purples with some nudie shades. I don't think that I'm ever going to use this. I'm going to pass that along. Then we have a CoverGirl palette. Here's a little CoverGirl quad. This is the Exact Lights. This is for, I think this is supposed to be for green eyes. I use it a couple times, but honestly, I don't find myself reaching for it anymore, so I'm going to pass that along. Then we have the Sochua. This is the Sochua subscription service that used to be out, so this is just their packaging. I'm not exactly sure what's inside of here, to be honest with you, so these are samples. So these are all just little sample things. I think I'm going to actually just toss this because I know I'm never going to use this because Sochua is no longer in business. I don't remember what these things are, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what I'm using. So, because each one of these are from different companies, what they do is they send you one from, like, say, Chanel or Burberry. They'll send you a small sample of it. So I don't know what these are. I'm just going to toss this because I don't even want to pass that on to somebody because it's a little weird. So that one is leaving my collection as well. Then we have an e.l.f. palette. This is the e.l.f. Mad from Matte. And this one I think is a neutral palette. Yep. This is kind of like the Urban Decay neutrals. So I really do like this because it's perfect to travel with if you're worried about breaking a palette while you're traveling. You don't have to worry about spending a lot of money to replace it if you do happen to break it. But I am fine with what I have, so I'm going to pass that along. The next one is the Be a Bombshell. This one here I think came from one of my subscription services. I don't remember which, but the color story in here is absolutely gorgeous, so I'm going to be keeping this because I love that teal blue. It's a perfect summer palette, so I'm going to hold on to that. Then we have the Blink. This is the Blink Boxycharm. This is the Electric Eyes palette. This is another one that's really, really good if you're looking for a lot of shimmers. These are perfect for like the pop on the lid. These are really, really good colors, so I'm going to be keeping that as well. So that is everything. So I'm going to pause you guys. I'm going to total everything up and I'll come back and tell you guys the total amount. Okay guys, I have them separated and put back into their packaging. So this is the actual declutter pile. So all of these will be leaving my collection. There are 35 of them. So 35 will be gone out of my collection, which makes me very, very happy, especially when you look over here and you look at this pile. And I kept 31, so I got rid of more than half of my collection out of the first drawer, which makes me very, very happy because I wasn't expecting to get rid of that many, to be honest with you. So I'm very happy, and like I told you guys, what I'm going to be doing with all of the ones that I'm getting rid of, I will be giving some to friends and family, and then I will be also putting some on Poshmark. So be on the lookout for that. I do have my Poshmark link below for you guys if you're interested in checking it out. So there will be a bunch on there for sale, and believe me, I don't put them on there at high prices. I try to just give you guys a fair deal, especially because I know that you guys are makeup lovers just like me. So I am going to be getting rid of 35. That makes me very happy. I'd say I give myself 2 thumbs up, although I can't do 2 thumbs up because I'm holding the camera. So we get 1 thumbs up with a double thumbs up. There we go. Anyway, let me know how you think I did on the first drawer. I will be doing the other drawers eventually, so hopefully I can get those done very soon. So this is everything. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. I thought I'd share with you guys what the drawer looks like after I put all the palettes back in that I decided to keep. That is removing the Charlotte Tilbury one though and putting that in the blush drawer because that's where it belongs to begin with. So here is all the palettes in this first drawer. Remember before it went all the way down. Now I have to kind of use this one as like a bookend because we have no more at the end. So this is the drawer. This here back here is just a box that I use to store batteries because I do use batteries for a lot of things in my beauty room. So I keep the batteries in that cute little box. So of course the drawer looks a lot more organized now, which is making me very happy because I think the smaller my collection, the happier I am, honestly, because I don't think that anybody needs as many eyeshadow palettes as I had. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the first part of the declutter. Thank you guys so much for watching.